Hello there, Taurus. Thank you for checking out my channel. My name is Johnny Alchemy from johnnyalchemytarot.com, and welcome to your tarot forecast reading for the month of March 2021. First and foremost, I want to say a big thank you out there for those of you who have subscribed recently. It's such a pleasure to know that these videos and these readings are resonating with you in some form or level, and that I'm able to do my small part in the world to spread a little awareness, insight, love, joy, peace, or whatever it is you may be getting out of these readings. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly appreciate you. For those of you who have not subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so that we can stay in touch for future tarot videos. Okay, so let's move on to the reading. This is going to be a general reading, so some messages may apply. Take that as your wisdom and guidance from the universe. Anything else that does not apply is a message meant for someone else watching this video. So thank you again for your openness and understanding. I greatly appreciate it. And let's move on to the cards and see what messages they have for all of you Taurus people out there for the month of March 2021. Okay, let's see. Excuse me. Okay, so right in the center here, in terms of your current situation or what you may be going through for the month of March, we have the High Priestess here reversed. So the High Priestess, this talks about our divine feminine energy. And in the reverse, it's saying that we may be having some trouble connecting with that energy, connecting with our psychic power, our higher self, our subconscious mind, whatever that may be. So here in this High Priestess energy, it's saying that, you know, we may be we may have some difficulty seeing the purpose of why things are happening. We may feel like we are left in the dark in a certain sense. The High Priestess is all about that subconscious mind, that darkness, the shadow self. She's able to delve deep into those darker, hidden areas of our life, and to be able to withstand that heaviness sometimes. But she's able to come out of there with higher truth, bigger perspectives, and understanding from it. So here you may be doing some shadow work as well. If there's something that you're currently going through, any type of heavy emotion, any type of trauma or disappointment, breakup, heartache, whatever it is, that there's going to be some bigger truth, some hidden truth from all of those experiences, that when you come out of this darkness, you will have a higher perspective. And I could see that in some of the cards here. The biggest conflict that I can see crossing this High Priestess is the Strength card. And that's natural. You know, when we are in that more darker shadow state in our lives sometimes, it's hard to find the strength to continue forward. You know, that's natural. It's hard to, you know, when we don't have a purpose, it's difficult to find resiliency or find the will to move forward, to find higher understanding. Sometimes it's hard to see those things or even want to delve deep to understand those things when we feel so drained. So here, this is one of the biggest obstacles I can see, is to find that strength. But here it's saying, again, I mean, looking at the Strength card, talking about the divine feminine energy, and we also have a divine feminine manifesting here on the physical realm, shown by this woman, and she has the infinity sign over her head. That's also that's the divine feminine energy on our physical body, being able to tame our raw emotions, to tame all those fierce feelings that we have internally, to tame them with understanding, sympathy, love, care, nurture. The more feminine side of being able to tame things and to find understanding. So here, I think that's the message for you. If this does resonate and you feel like you are in a more kind of shadowy, darker sense of self right now, is to search for this understanding. Be empathetic toward yourself. Be your own best friend. Try and find the sympathy and love that's needed. If someone you loved was going through something like this, what would you say to them? And then reflect that back to you within. Let me see. Let's look toward. I saw these two cards. Let's look toward your most recent past. We have the Knight of Cups right here. So the Knight of Cups, the feelings that you have now in terms of putting you in this current state, if this does resonate, it could have been because you put your heart out there in a certain sense. This Knight of Cups says that you try to express a certain emotion. It could be love, it could be a certain creativity, it could be whatever emotion out there that you wanted to share with someone. This Knight of Cups, he's on a mission to share this cup with someone out there in the world, to have them experience what he has to offer, he or she has to offer. So here, this could be something very similar to what you may have gone through. For some of you, this is obviously could be something with love. It could be you trying to express something to someone, maybe really extending yourself out there, putting your heart on the line, and to share your cup of love with this person. But looking here in terms of the subconscious, we have the Death card. This is kind of telling me that for some of you, maybe you put your heart out there and it wasn't reciprocated. It wasn't exactly what you expected. And I see here, this journey, this Knight of Cups and the Death card are very much the same. They have the same orientation. They're on the same white horse of power. But it's kind of showing this this progression here, that you were on this mission to do this, but it didn't turn out the way that you wanted. And so this Death card is saying that you're now going through this transformation process. Whenever we're met with any type of challenge or hindrance or limitation in our life, we're forced into these shadow states for us to transform, kind of like creating this cocoon like butterflies do. We're stuck in this shadow state and we have to wait it out, and we have to make sense of what's going on. And when we do, we come out better, we come out transformed, we come out different than where we were before. And so if this does resonate with you, whatever you put your heart on the line for, whatever you tried to express towards someone, even just expressing creativity of any kind and it wasn't understood by a certain person, that understand that this is part of the process for you to either find the right channel for you to express these emotions to, and the right person to do it to as well. Maybe ultimately that person was not meant for you, and you're maybe dodging a bullet more than you can see right now, that you're willing to see right now, because it's hard when the pain is so real. So understand that in your subconscious mind, I think that you know that this is going to be a transformative time for you. And I think that some of you already can feel it. So embrace that a little bit. Embrace that part of the journey. Understand that this is for your better good, and that this is going to transform you into someone better and more secure and with higher wisdom and perspectives. Even on your conscious level, we have another feminine card here talking about the Queen of Wands here reversed. So here it's showing that you may have trouble finding that self-confidence, that self-assurance that the Queen of Wands on the upright would usually have. You may not feel as radiant. You may feel like, I love this part of the Queen of Wands because you have this black cat right here. That shows the darker side of the Queen of Wands. And that's shown especially on the reversed, saying that even though everyone has the ability to be cheerful or radiant or attractive, magnetizing, whatever it is, there's always going to be that yin and yang balance to it. There's always going to be a little bit of a darker side, even if someone is purely light or seems purely light. So here it shows on your conscious side, you may be trying to, show that everything's all right, that everything's okay, but regardless, you know deep down that you might be going through something a little bit more deeper, a little bit more profound right now. And in the future, I love seeing this card. You have the Sun card right here, and I'm going to pull up the other cards as well. Again, the same white horse and the same journey. You go from expressing yourself, this mission about expressing love, doesn't turn out the way you wanted, but again, the transformation process. And then here, the child on the white horse, you are reborn into someone new and someone pure. And I love seeing that right here. So here, this Sun card, and again, talking about the radiance of the Queen of Wands as well, because she is radiant. You will find your radiance once more, but you have to embrace this process. You have to allow this process to happen. It's a little bit tough to deal with. Any true and profound and really worthwhile process is difficult innately. But when you come out of it, just be patient, just be aware, and try and find out the purpose of everything that you've been through. So that when you are able to come out of that darkness, that High Priestess shadowy energy, you're able to come out with radiance, with light, with purity, with lightness, with levity and strength. So here I think in the future, overall, you're going to be just fine, but you have to go through a little bit of the turmoil, a little bit of the challenges in order to attain this new pure state of true happiness, even just by yourself. And realize, some things don't work out in life, sometimes for the better, but you don't know that until it happens. So here in the future, I think there's some greatness here that you can learn from the experiences of the past that may weigh you down at this current moment, but you can learn something really great about yourself. In terms of how you view this, we have the Chariot right here. And I like seeing this, especially if this does resonate with you, if you have been going through something a little bit more difficult. It shows that you just want to charge through. And I think that's a really great thing sometimes, because when we are bogged down with negativity or bad experiences of any kind, it's easy just to be stagnant and to be still and to lose momentum in life. So here, this shows that it may be best just to keep moving the best you can. Put on those horse blinders like a chariot, someone riding a chariot would. Put on those horse blinders, make some goal or direction or destination you want for yourself, and just keep moving day by day, little by little. Don't stop, don't give up. So here, this is a little reminder for some of you, if you have been feeling a little stagnant as well, to keep moving and to keep that momentum going in life, to keep trudging on, and that things will change, because that is the constant in life. That is the promise of life, that change will always happen for the good and the bad. So understand that your current situations won't always be this way. In terms of your external environment, we got the Emperor card here reversed. So this kind of goes and ties in with all these center cards right here. That your current moment may be a little bit chaotic. It may not make a lot of sense. You may not feel like you have good footing moving on forward. That there's a lot of chaos around you, and that you just have to just kind of figure it out and do day by day type of things until things finally make sense. The wondrous thing here that I love is that when this is reversed, that you can start really using your powers of manifestation and willpower to create your reality in a certain sense. So whatever chaos is around you, you have the ability to give it whatever meaning, whatever purpose that makes sense to you. If it's you can do that for anything in life. So here especially, if there's a lot of chaos around you, give it some type of meaning that is positive for you. Give it a type of understanding that can be beneficial and help you move forward in life. To give it some type of structure, some type of form, some type of kind of like tangible physicality to it. So that everything is just no longer chaotic, but you give it some type of understanding and meaning. In terms of your hopes and fears, we got the Page of Swords right here. The thing I see here at the Page of Swords, because all the pages are messengers, especially the Page of Swords, that they're kind of wanting to give a message out to someone. I have a feeling your hopes and fears, if this is something to do with love, that you may be hoping that this person will eventually reach out to you or reciprocate their feelings or whatever it is. And it may not be, looking at this final card, it may not be there, I'll be honest. And that's fine. Sometimes, again, you may be dodging a bullet and you won't realize that till later on down the road. So I know that it's hard sometimes, especially with love, to want to hold on and to hope for the best. And I think for some of you, you may be hoping that they will reach out to you. But again, this final card, Wheel of Fortune reversed, it's talking about luck. It's showing that, in the reverse, that some things are not meant to happen in life. And that's fine, because that is sometimes what life is. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. It's just a crapshoot sometimes. It's 50-50 all the time for us. So you gotta sometimes accept that, and that's fine. It's not going to be the end all of everything for you. It's not going to be the end of your reality. And I kind of like seeing this in the reverse, because it's telling me that, looking at some of these center cards again, that if you are in a more negative state in a certain sense, or you feel like your world is turned upside down, that, as I said, life moves on regardless. Soon this wheel will turn again, and it will put you upright in a certain sense, and you will feel on top of the world once more. And again, looking at the Sun card as your possible future, I think that is something that will happen given in the right amount of time, especially in the month of March. So here, I think that's something that you can look forward to for this month, in terms of, if you have been going through a certain downward spiral of some kind, that it will all make sense and that you will come out even stronger and better from it. So I like seeing that Wheel of Fortune card, because it's kind of telling me that, things will change very soon for you. So let's see some Oracle cards and see what they have to say. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Then what's this? Action. Perfect. Okay. First of all, we have the yin card. And again, as I said, yin and yang, the balance of life. Yin is the divine feminine energy. And what are you right here in terms of the month? As I said, the high priestess, the divine feminine energy. So this is kind of funny to have this come up at the same time. So you may again be dealing with this, trying to connect back with your higher self, with your higher purpose, with your spirit, your intuition, whatever it is, to try and make sense of things. And so again, you may be going through this shadow work process. And understand that, it does take time. It's going to be a little bit painful, a little bit uncomfortable. But again, it's for your transformation to make things happen and for things to change for the better for you. Let's see, we also have to be fair. I think this is a wonderful one, especially if this is something romantic for some of you. To be fair to yourself above all else. If you put yourself out there and it's not reciprocated, it's easier said than done, but don't take it personally. Be fair with yourself. Understand that, that's not an easy thing to do at all. And to put your heart on the line and to trust it with someone else and it may not be taken care of the way you wanted, that's a brave thing to do. And it's a strong thing to do. Again, talking about the strength card, it takes great strength to do something like that. So even though you may not have the result that you wanted, understand that the actions that you've taken are very brave and courageous. So be fair with yourself, be gentle with yourself, be sympathetic with yourself. Again, all those feminine qualities about taming those more raw emotions we may have within ourselves. So again, find that strength, find that empathy and sympathy. The final card we have, in terms of a word of power, action. I love this action, and as I said, the Chariot, just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward and things will change in time. Especially here, as I said, I see that in the month of March for you with that Sun card and the Wheel of Fortune. As I said, life moves on. Life keeps going. Life, in a way, doesn't care about our circumstances. Sometimes for the better, because it continues to move on and it continues and allows things to change. So here, use this action, continue to move on with life a little bit at a time. You don't have to keep up pace with it, but understand that that the way that you feel now is not going to be forever. And you can't stay stuck in that state forever. Continue to move, use your ability to, use your action to move forward with time, and things will change eventually. Again, the Sun card for you. I love seeing that. You'll be transformed and you will be much lighter and better and more radiant from everything that you've gone through recently. So in general, this is what I see for the month of March for all of you wonderful Taurus people out there. If this did resonate and you did put your heart out there, I honestly think you're going to be fine. I mean, I see the Sun card, I see the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot. There are things here that, this is not going to slow you down. You're going to keep moving and things will change as they should and you'll be just fine, transformed and better. So I hope this reading did resonate with some of you out there. If it did, I would love it if you shot me a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And don't be afraid to comment as well. Tell me what you think. How did this resonate with you? I would love to hear from you guys. And so that's all I have for you, all you wonderful Taurus people out there. Thank you so much for watching this video once more. And I will see you next time. Be well, guys. Thank you. Bye.